Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Lode Runner, and this was created by Irem and Broderbund in 1984. This is the arcade version of the very popular classic puzzle game created by Doug Smith in 1983, which he sold to Broderbund. But this is the arcade version, or the first arcade version. There were other arcade versions, but I'd never seen this in arcades. But it's definitely playable. It's fun, and I've played the game on different variations other than just the arcade one. The original game that Doug Smith created in 1983 had like 255 stages, which was staggering for the time, and it also had a level editor, so you could create your own levels. The Nintendo Entertainment System port also has that. It doesn't have as many levels. In this game, and in the various other games in the franchise, you are this miner type of guy who goes through this fixed maze type of setting, and he tries to collect all the gold. And there are enemies on the stage that try to catch him and kill him. And you have a couple buttons to dig to your left or to your right, below to your left and right. And yeah, all you need to do is collect all the gold, and then a ladder will appear, or maybe a series of ladders will appear that let you escape the level. But yes, there are two buttons, one which digs below and to the left of you, and one which digs to the below and to the right of you. Now notice that when you open up a gap in the floor, the enemies will fall into it, even if really they should fall through the hole and below. They will just fall into that little gap you created. If you don't kill any enemies, you get a substantial bonus. Once you clear the level, you also get all the time that's left. And if you cleared the level very fast, you can get double bonus. After completing 3 levels, you will get a new type of enemy. Right now we've got these caveman type of enemies. If you have like a couple piles of gold next to each other, or a handful of piles of gold next to each other, you can get a collective bonus, an increasing bonus. Note that the enemies can collect gold on their own sometimes, and if they do, they will flash when they move around. And if you make them fall into a hole that you dug, then they will drop that gold and you can pick it up. But yeah, if a level's not ending, or you don't see the final ladder, and you think you collected all the gold, then there must be an enemy that's carrying the gold, that last piece. Note that there will be little overhead bars sometimes that your character will shimmy across. And we'll see that not on every level. But yeah, look for the enemies that are flashing. That means they are carrying gold. Yikes, that was close. Yeah, touching any enemy is deadly. You can accidentally dig yourself a hole and fall in and get covered over by the filling in hole. Yeah, the hole will fill itself in after a short while, and you can kill the enemies that way. Yikes! Yeah, there I killed an enemy. They will reappear in the same spot on a particular level. And I've got that caveman guy that's... Crap. There we go. Now I can get around, I think. Note that the enemy has a particular has a particular artificial intelligence. They will not always follow you directly. Sometimes they will break off and go a different route, thinking, oh, this is better to try to head him off this way. It's really pretty impressive. But I have not played the original Lode Runner. Now we have a new batch of enemies. Like I said, once you beat 3 stages or 3 rounds, then you will see a new group of enemies. The first group of enemies were cavemen, or they looked like them. This time they look like maybe tripod type of enemies. Not entirely sure how to describe some of these. But you can see by the bold pink colors, you cannot dig. You cannot dig at that. Just the brick. Any solid color, you cannot dig in there. I had not seen this arcade version. There were later arcade versions. There was one called Lode Runner: The Dig Fight, which was actually created by Seikyo, who was known for their shooters. And that was released in Japan only, from what I've read. But yeah, once you get all the gold, look for a flashing ladder that you can take to get out of the level. And there, I got an extra life at, what was that, 30,000? But you can get a bonus for not having killed any enemies. Now this part is very hard. It takes a while to get used to, because see that solid green, you cannot dig through those. And anytime you kill an enemy, it will respawn somewhere at the top of the screen. And I can dig here. I'm going to dig a bunch of holes for all these guys to fall in, so I kill them all. And there we go. That might give me a little time to collect these golds here. And hey, look, it's bunched them all up together quite a bit. Maybe I can goad them into falling off the edge, so that I'll have time to. Sweet. Now I can go up and get the gold. There's a lot of strategy to this puzzle game here. And it gets very, very, very frustrating later on in the game. Like I was saying before, there were like a whopping 255 stages in the original Lode Runner. This one only has 24. And like I said, every 3 stages you will face new enemies. Yeah, if you don't dig a hole a long time before an enemy comes, they will be able to get themselves out in time before it fills in over them. Now note that one guy over there by me is trapped. You can fall on their heads and not die. In fact, if you do so, you get a nice bonus, like 5,000 points or something, I think. But yeah, you will shimmy across those bars there, and you can make yourself fall by pressing down when you're on them. There will be some areas where you need to dig a whole lot of bricks in a row, because you need to drop down further to break more bricks, and here's a new set of enemies. I think I called these guys strong men. But yeah, the intelligence of these guys is very fetching. They will learn to go a different route to try to head you off at the pass or something. I had never seen this in arcades. The version I was most familiar with was the NES port. I had that, and that was very cool. It had a much more cutesy feel to it than this. Yeah, you cannot just drop straight in and collect that gold, or you will get trapped. And you can get trapped. If that happens, and you've got nowhere to go, you just have to sit there and let the time run out, unless you dug holes that will fill in on you and kill you. But if you run out of time, you will die. But yeah, whenever you're shimmying across that bar, just press down to drop down. Let's get those two golds there. Yeah, again, if you've got piles of gold next to each other, then you will get an increasing bonus for all those piles that you pick up. And now we've got these guys trying to come after me on that side. And that's how you get past them. But yeah, you have to kind of scan your eyes ahead to make sure you don't get trapped. Yeah, there's that ladder. Yeah, I didn't get the double bonus because I used up more than half of my timer. If you use up less than half of your timer, you get the double bonus points. Yeah, this game is really quite cool, and this is a good version of Lode Runner. But yeah, the NES version, I believe, had 50 levels. Whoa, that was kind of close. And it had the level editor, which is very cool. It let you create your own mazes, and you have to be careful here. You have to do that just like I did. That is kind of weird that the enemies don't fall further in that situation. They should fall much further, but they don't. They only fall like into the first gap. They don't fall through that like you can. And there, I got the double bonus there. It took me a long time to study these mazes. You really have to scan your eyes ahead and learn what you need to do on the level. And remember, look out for that flashing enemy. They're carrying gold, so you'll need to get the gold from them by dropping them into a pit, or the hole that you dug. Yeah, you can get frustrated, you can get lost, you can get stuck. Just practice. Write down strategies if you need to. But it's worth it, because this is a very good version of Lode Runner. But yeah, the one I liked best is probably the NES one. Leave me alone. Damn it. Ah, crap. There's no elaborate death scene or anything if you get caught by the enemies or run out of time or whatever. There's just a quick sound effect. Oh, I barely had room to dig. And then you lose a life. The enemies don't appear particularly quick, but they can definitely close in on you if you're not careful. tackle that one real quick. But yeah, if you need to get past enemies, just dig enough holes so that you can walk over their heads and get by them that way. Yeah, we can try to get the ones directly below me. But yeah, that hole that you dig, you can fall all the way through it, but the enemies will just get stuck in it, which, yeah, physically is, or physics-wise, is kind of stupid, but whatever. Well, I hope you're enjoying the NBA playoffs, if that's your thing. I very much enjoyed it because my Portland Trailblazers won. They advanced to the second round. And again, there you saw where the enemies are reincarnated somewhere at the top of the screen. And they're going to annoy me because they can shimmy across and get there. Make sure I have enough holes dug for them to die in. And maybe I can get by them. Ah, damn it! Oh, we fell into a gap, thank God. Oh, that was close. Well, I didn't have much time left. And now we see the next group of enemies. What do I call these guys? Just robots. I did not do a full playthrough. In fact, I only got like halfway through, if that. But we will look at least at a screenshot of the remaining levels, or rounds, or stages, or whatever they call them. I think they call them rounds. But again, don't forget that you can land on an enemy's head and not die if you fall on them. In fact, you will get a nice bonus. And learn how to dig when you need to go deep inside a wall or whatever. And recognize that the solid colors mean that you cannot dig through that. But yeah, if you get the opportunity, check out the NES version of Lode Runner. Very cutesy game. Very cutesy variation of the Lode Runner franchise. Cutesy music, and it has 50 levels. I think it was 50, and a level editor. But being as it was the NES and not the Famicom, you cannot save your edited levels. Ah, crap. Well, fortunately, they got killed by the floor filling back up. But yeah, the artificial intelligence of the enemies is very interesting in this game. The way that they act like they're going to follow you, and then they back off and go, oh wait, we can head them off at the pass if we go this way. Very interesting. Hey, aren't you going to try to chase me? Maybe not. Nah. I've got to get those three there. Ah, crap. Well, at least they've all fallen down there, and they have to try to follow me this way. Unless they turn around the other way and go, no, we're going to go this way. Yeah, he's going to drop off there and try to come around the other way. Or not. Okay. Ah, damn it, I still did it wrong. Well, crap. Boy, I'm almost out of time. I think I'm dead. Yeah, some exciting NBA playoff games, and my Game 5 against the Oklahoma City Thunder was no exception. That's what I needed to do, but I ran out of time. Crap. I just had that one bit of gold left. Yeah, Damian Lillard hit a buzzer-beating three, real deep three, to send Portland to the second round. It's been what, 3 years since we've been to the second round. Last couple years we got swept. It sucked. There we go. Oh, dang it. Yeah, he was gonna kill me by falling on me. So I have to go the other way. You really do have plenty of time, generally. I can see one of them has gold. There it is. Oh crap, can I climb up the ladder before he gets me? Shoo! Well, my Blazers will either play the Denver Nuggets or the San Antonio Spurs next. I would prefer to play the Spurs, but... Ooh, shoo! But yeah, once you get all the gold, look for the flashing ladder and make your way over to it as quickly as you can. Ah, crap, and this guy's gonna be in the way. Here, follow me down. There we go. Am I gonna get double bonus? Nope. Crap. Yeah, you have to have 5,000 points or more at this point anyway to get the double bonus. Yeah, it really looks silly. It looks like they should fall all the way down to where I was, but they only fall that one floor that I dug. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. I want to go here. Oh, no. Don't want to dig that part of the floor. There we go. You or the enemies can fall in a little piece of floor, just a little piece of floor, and get stuck. And then, die when it fills in. Notice that guy in the bottom left is just waiting for me to fall down to the floor where he is, where I will get stuck. Can't let that happen. Whoa. Aw, crap. I did not mean to do that. But, yeah, if you're wondering what the best version of Lode Runner is, might be the NES one. I don't know if the NES or if Lode Runner was released for the Famicom, and the Famicom, of course, was the Japanese version of the Nintendo Entertainment System, and the Famicom had a disc save system, so the edited games could be saved on that disc system. There were a number of games that did have a Famicom release initially that you could get your games saved on, or your edited games saved on, like Excitebike or Wrecking Crew. Boy, I loved Wrecking Crew. That was fun. Still love it. I have some videos on how to get the awesome golden hammer for that game. As you might have... Oh, damn it. As you might have noticed by this point, you get a special bonus for walking over the heads of 3 robots in a row that you have dropped into pits. That was smart of me. I really needed to do that. Now I'm going to have this robot following me if I drop down there, but I now have a ladder because I got all the gold. Let's dig a hole for him, and I'll go up there. Oh man, don't have a whole lot of time left, but that's enough for me to get up there and end the level, or the stage, or the round, or whatever they called it. I think it was round. Yeah, round 12 now. This one I don't think I could pass. You can get yourself stuck by going to the middle center area. Ooh, and there's a bonus I got for landing on that robot's head. Yeah, if I made my way over to that center area, I would be in trouble unless I got all the gold. Then I think those ladders shoot all the way up to the top. But like I was saying, the original game, I believe, had 255 stages. The original one created by Doug Smith. And it had a level editor too. And this one only has 24 levels, or rounds. There, I got another bonus for landing on his head. But yeah, I'm stuck here. Yeah, I can't dig my way out of this area or climb out of it or anything. So I just said, screw it, I'll let him catch me. That's the end of that game. Now I'll put in my initials. 12 rounds, halfway through the game. That's pretty good. But I had to spend a lot of time studying the levels, and I think I wrote down somewhere the basic layout of the level and wrote a little blurb on how to maybe get through. We will look at the rest of the stages by screenshot or whatever. Here's me continuing. I used a cheat just so I could end it like automatically or something. We already saw me play that level. Now here's the next set of enemies. I call these guys Slinkies because they look like Slinkies, kinda. And then you have 3 stages of the Slinkies. And here's a look at this stage. This is stage 13. And here's me beating it. I put on a cheat that lets you, don't need to get any gold for the level to end or something. And then there's this stage. This is 14. There's some interesting enemies in this game. And we'll scoot forward to me beating this, and then we'll go to stage, or round 15. And this is the last stage of the Slinkies. We used to have Slinky toys. We had the plastic ones and the what was it, aluminum ones. And then this time you have these gremlin looking things. And this is stage 16 here. And note that there's no bricks. It's all ladders and shimmy beams. Kind of interesting. And then here's the next stage. This is 17. Try not to get yourself trapped. And here is 18. And then we will see the next group of enemies. I wasn't sure what to call these next guys. But this is stage 19, and we'll see the guys for 19, 20, and 21. Look at all those bricks that you have to destroy. You have to take out a bunch of bricks on a horizontal plane, and keep digging below in order not to get trapped. And here's stage 20, or round 20, and then round 21. The game gets really tough by this point. And now here is the last set of enemies, and they are like crabs or something. The game will restart all the levels after 24. And here is stage 22. And then stage 23. And then stage 24. But that was Lode Runner. And we're going to see the very ending once you beat 24. And like I said, you just start all the levels over again. Congratulations. You have done it very well, having passed through 24 dangerous places. I like how he runs on the letters and drops off of them. Yeah, the enemies just repeat. They're the same that you've already faced. But now they call it stage or round 25, and there's the caveman again. But the stages are exactly the same as before. The enemies don't seem harder. You have less time to complete the stage, I believe, is the only difference this time around. There's one of the cavemen that have gold, so I'm gonna get him to drop it. There we go. But this video was suggested by YouTube user Nathan Williams. And give me your requests if you got any requests. I'll try to get them when I can. But that was Lode Runner by Irem and Broderbund in 1984. The original game was created by Doug Smith. Well, this is Crazy Climber 80, so thanks for watching Lode Runner. Venerable puzzle franchise. Well, I hope to see you soon with my next video. Take it easy, everybody. Bye-bye.